Ladies and gentlemen, the articles will be below in the description section. I have numerous articles here. One is a CNN article. Trump Justice Department went to Apple for data from House Intelligence Committee Democrats. Sources say, specifically Adam Schiff and others. Okay. I have no clue if Ric Grenell and Trey Gowdy are correct about Congressman Schiff. So that's the disclaimer right here for everyone on YouTube. I can only tell you that if you utilize the standard by which Trump was judged or allegations against Trump were investigated, Trey Gowdy in a Fox article, Fox News, the article will be below. Trey Gowdy slams Adam Schiff for being deeply partisan, says he is leaking like a sieve. Former South Carolina Republican Representative Trey Gowdy told America's Newsroom on Friday that people have stopped sharing information with the House Intelligence Committee because its chairman, Adam Schiff, is the most deeply partisan member. Quote, "You're not going to share confidential information because Adam leaks like a sieve." Okay, that's Trey Gowdy accusing Adam Schiff of leaking classified data. You cannot, it is against the law to leak classified data or confidential information. So that's Adam Schiff being accused by Trey Gowdy. The link will be below. Actually, there's a YouTube link as well. Now, Ric Grenell, he is accused, Adam Schiff, of regularly leaking. Former Director of National Intelligence. Grenell accuses Schiff and his team of regularly leaking classified information. Hit subscribe to this channel right now because you're not going to get this. You're not going to get this from most other places. Hit subscribe to this channel and H.A. Goodman's other channel. The link is below in the description section. Why is that important? William Barr wanted to find out who was leaking information. It wasn't just the way CNN and others try to portray it as Trump going after his direct political rivals. Yeah, that's what they did to Trump for 4 years. They purchased a dossier. Vox has a very interesting article on Devin Nunes years back. Oh, can you believe Devin Nunes says it was Democrats who worked with Russia? Yes, because they wanted a Steele dossier in the event that Trump won, to disparage and undermine and try to investigate him for 4 years. That is also colluding with another country. When you purchase a dossier compiled allegedly, which the whole thing was nonsense and fabricated, but compiled with one active Russian intelligence official, which is, I believe he was either active or former Russian intelligence official, and people associated with the Kremlin, and Democrats utilize this to investigate Trump, then who's colluding with who? Furthermore, they found nothing on Trump, but we did find something on Democrats purchasing the Steele dossier. And the Steele dossier was compiled allegedly. The whole thing was nonsense and garbage and hearsay and gossip, but allegedly with help from Russian sources. Trump didn't purchase anything with help from Russia, from Kremlin sources. Trump didn't go and go after his direct political rivals with a dossier or a memo like James Comey. And then when they say, oh, well, Comey wrote the Comey letter, that hurt Clinton. Yeah, she was using servers with top secret intelligence on them. There's a certain point where once, like, liberal journalists or Democrats or morally superior, oftentimes apoplectic, but always morally superior liberal Democrats look in the mirror, there's certain things they can't see because the truth and the reality and the facts and the information completely undermine their overall propaganda spin. So when things happen that seem to hurt them, it's like, well, it helped Trump, right? I mean, Comey was actually helping Trump. It's like, no, it was a cover-up. Clinton, Uma Abedin had classified data outside of the United States government on a computer, of course. Adam Schiff is accused of leaking information. That's why the Justice Department went after him. Or I don't know if the Justice Department went after him, but William Barr investigated the leaks. Then they said, oh my God, he went after CNN journalists, Trump. Okay, he didn't go after 20 journalists. And President Obama's administration went after 20 journalists just at the Associated Press. And that's not including other journalists. That's like what? 20 plus or 30, around 20 more journalists, or at least 15 or 16 more journalists than Trump was alleged to have gone after with William Barr. So William Barr was trying to find out, like the journalists I don't agree with. Okay, so that's wrong, but President Obama paved the way for that, and you will get that. You will get those articles below in the pinned comment. You will get those articles below. There's a couple of articles talking about. There's one in the Washington Post that I have from the other day. Durham probe intensifies as Democrats in 2013 obtained records on 20 reporters without scrutiny. That is actually the title of the YouTube segment. But if you click on that YouTube segment, you will get a whole bunch of articles. In 2013, President Obama's administration obtained the records of 20 Associated Press office phone lines. Nobody cared. I mean, we're not even getting into the fact that Democrats have done everything possible to harm and undermine or just imprison Julian Assange. Okay, so they turn their back on the First Amendment, freedom of speech. I mean, you can't. Speech is curtailed by the sensibilities of the far left or liberals on Twitter. That's really, the First Amendment they've thrown out the window. You either can't say certain things or talk about certain things, but if you're Hunter Biden using the most offensive word in the English language with his lawyer, then Snopes will run an article saying, well, we don't know if it's actually his email. So every incriminating email from now on, it's we don't know if it's his emails. Okay, so he actually acknowledged they could be his emails. Number two, the reason Hunter and Biden's administration or campaign never acknowledged the emails that they left at a computer repair store is for plausible deniability. So then they can say, once all the horrendous things are out, the photos, the pay-for-play quid pro quo schemes that are like actual enough to impeach Biden tomorrow. These are actual, like if the Washington Post journalists or the New York Times journalists, they never read Hunter's emails. They don't know. They're like completely ignorant of what he actually wrote. And when confronted with the fact that, the president's son utilized, according to the Daily Mail and the New York Post, the worst word in the history of language, the N-word, Biden utilized that, and nobody talks about it. And Snopes says, well, we don't really know if it's accurate. And then they go into this lengthy diatribe of, journalists strive for evidence-based reports. Like, what? The left spent 4 years, mainstream media spent 4 years on the Steele dossier, which was complete gossip and hearsay and nonsense. That was purchased. Let's see, there were no Russian bounties. Trump never had to clear Lafayette Square for the photo op. That never happened. Trump never said certain horrible people were fine people. He never said that. He never even alluded to that. It was completely mangled and distorted, completely out of context. Let's see. He never called the pandemic a hoax. That's another lie told by people. He was talking about the media response. Okay? We can go on forever. But anyway, the left or Democrats or Democratic politicians get away with everything. Trump, the truth about them is covered up with the same intensity as lies and absurd nonsense is fabricated about Trump. And so here, you have shocked by Trump's aggression against reporters and sources, the blueprint was drawn by Obama. Yeah, so In President Obama's administration and Biden's administration, you don't get unnamed sources. You really don't. With Trump, every day was an unnamed source, a person close to the matter, official, current and U.S. former officials. The whole thing was most stories about Trump were either fabricated or embellished, exaggerated, simply because they despise Orange Man. Give me your thoughts below. William Barr went to bat for Trump, but with the reporters, I agree that's not right. But President Obama set the groundwork for that. With Schiff, allegedly he leaked information. So according to Trey, Gowdy, and Richard Grenell, he should have been investigated. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you.